EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys coming in feeling pretty good, ready to prove they're the superior team in the conference. On the other side, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys earned the right to host this game, and now just one win away from solidifying their spot as the best team in the conference.
Responds well to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And we running the football, but in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now...
Which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution.
And a return of 8. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
Backs can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
No. Green 18. Number 50. Hey, you block over here. No. Hold. Green 18.
On play action, it's Rodgers. What can't Aaron Rodgers do?
It begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And this defense not giving him
open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Once again, Judkins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60, Panther 60, Panther Mustang 19. Panther 11, 18 Rattler, 60 Bobcat, 6.
Back to throw. Lucas. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Wisnowski in punt formation.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Herbert now dances by him, and they're able to bring him dip. It's a first down. Here's Herbert. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
He's got room at the 30. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Herbert going to give to Hampton. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omari and Hampton. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive.
The ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. And catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league to Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
An inside run with Judkins. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. A pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He finds finds his man. Complete. It's Lucas. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. These teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Zone read, a give to Hampton. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Hampton. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And the Chargers first down.
Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back and forth first quarter of play. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing. They were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. These two teams all tied after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Home tricks right. Hey, OP. Go.
Here's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Omari and hit by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass, obviously, for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards.
Still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Short one there to Fryermuth. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't.
Forcing that incompletion.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
Here we go.
You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll keep it moving to 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Count 70 Timberwolves.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he did. Offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden and extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Judkins trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Trying to hammer it in with Judkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal.
Goal to go.
They give up the middle. Judkins. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
Go. 380.
They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Highsmith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And the Chargers first down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First down, Chargers.
OP. Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
It's a pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Caught by Allen. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. And he'll be stopped up at the 20 quickly. Looking to put a drive together.
Blue 58.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
13 yards on the play. And the Steelers first down. First and 10.
They'll run it for Judkins. And nothing much materializing.
That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. Setting up a screen for Judkins.
Little game.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to.
Backs and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback. 47 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to
receiver, or you tuck it and go. And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there.
First Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Gets around him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. In motion goes Conklin. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play. Good by Dicker, and a lead now up to 14. Down pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
that would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 70 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
So the completion good for just 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts
It's a gain of 20.
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ray. Check. 80. Whoa.
Herbert now. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any incompletions on first and second down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To the air again, Herbert. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Steelers taking over now late.
Hey, Mike. 319. 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
319. Back north.
Now Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped.
Brings up
Second and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Hey, 88. 319. 630.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf.
Let's go now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. So that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's fourth down. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game.
Anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 23-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hanson with you, and we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that.
Tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now Rodgers. That's complete. It's Greg Dawson.
6 makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. That was not an easy one to hold on to. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On first down is Jenkins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Cougar 19.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lucas. And the Chargers first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Baylor Tiger.
Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down to the 29. 43 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Herbert running left off the option. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. 4 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jenkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks out.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st First and 10 at the 30.
Rodgers wants to change the look. They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Now it's Judkins. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And it was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Lucas. That is caught. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Steelers
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Herbert and the Chargers now with a first and 10 at their own 27. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a football game, and if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
We need to go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Third down. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll check this one down to Hampton. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously Welsh 6 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Judkins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Once again, Judkins.
While they slowed him down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flushed out right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. On the ground, this is Judkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 44-yard line, here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Now it's Rodgers. And a short one there to Freiermuth. And
Been here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
this one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. Open man complete to Humphrey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. In trouble. Tui Pelotu. In there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
26. 58.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Charger drive about to get going. The Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 2nd and 14. Herbert now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody.
Understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Finding room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda.
Screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he takes his Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there.
Small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Higgins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
That's another Pittsburgh Steeler. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Come 19. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Alec Pierce from 8 yards out. And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Seven-point lead now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Gets past one man. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready for this next possession. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. On first down, it's Hampton. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's... Now it's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Here's Herbert. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the fourth quarter as the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looking to put a drive together. First down, they start out with a Banacanda. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Abanikanda once again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. Scrimmage, he just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And they're going to speed things up here.
On the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 45-yard line.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready, hut. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hut. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as
He makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
Out of my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That's another.
Out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And he'll take this from the 9.
Well, all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he's able to get it.
Narrowly, you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll roll him out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Seven-point lead now. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Los Angeles.
Going to give to Hampton. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Steelers 16.
Again, it's Hampton. And power running here down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here it is, 4th and inches. They will run for it with Hampton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. So this drive spans 7 plays. These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the 4th quarter as the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw, Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
319.
Rodgers to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Humphrey. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. The give now to Abanikanda.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Get it. Nice. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Back to throw. Lucas. And he's got Pierce. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. On the ground, it's Abanikanda. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. They'll run it with Abanikanda. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On the ready.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time is left. Now they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time. We'll see. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in an evenly contested AFC title game, that very likely was the kick that'll send them to the Super Bowl.
And that's why you and I are up in the booth. Can't even imagine the pressure he was under right there. I mean, that's a career definer. And he stepped up and calmly put it through the uprights.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here's 1st and 10. One last throw here for Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.